I feel like a nasty, yucky monster.
Do you have the bad keys?
Oops. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're okay, honey.
I think I broke the pedal.
Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you are sleeping. Before getting into Amber's story, let's get a little sneak peek. It's been years that morbidly obese patients have been seen fighting for their lives on My 600-Pound Life because they struggle to lose weight so they could be considered for bariatric surgery. This TLC show depicts the lives of patients who suffer from crippling food addiction and who have considered binge eating as a defense mechanism to cope with whatever they are going through. It's often that these patients are addicted to food as a result of long repressed childhood trauma or post-traumatic stress disorders. Therefore, many of these patients aren't able to quit eating junk food because that's the only thing that makes them happy and their lives only have this purpose. Not just that. They will even fight for their lives to satisfy their need to eat 5 to 6 meals a day or sometimes to consume tens of thousands of calories. But this isn't the only thing, because this show does follow some life-changing and inspirational stories of some hardworking and determined guests. But it's the fact that many patients aren't just as lucky as Amber is. Because despite all the struggles and efforts of patients to lose weight, they never get the results they expected to have because they have enablers around them who make them suffer from the toxic pressure. However, today's story of Amber from Season 3 is much different than that. So stick to the video, as in today's video, we are going to see some crazy moments from My 600-Pound Life's guest, Amber Rachte, who is such an inspiration for all. Let's roll. Background story of Amber. By the way, it's never hard to cheer Amber on after seeing her on the show. How sweet, candid, and determined she really is. She finally broke through her depression, anxiety, and food addiction, and since then she never let nothing get in the way of what she needed to thrive. With 657-pound weight, Amber Rachte appeared on the My 600-Pound Life show in Season 5 when she was 23 years old.
It was hard to be a person.
Her transformation is one of the most breathtaking. Obesity had always been a real struggle for her, even when she was 5. She told the show crew that she always felt like nasty, yucky monster. Her legs carried most of her weight, and as a result, she couldn't stand for almost more than 30 minutes in a row. She lost 20 pounds to get gastric surgery with the help of Dr. Now, but after losing 20 pounds, she got approved for her Dr. Now's gastric surgery, and within a year, lost 337 pounds, and she hadn't stopped there and shed over 400 pounds by fighting with her weight. She kept posting about her weight loss journey on social media and still keeps updating her social platforms with her pinup style selfies. She even revealed on the show that her obesity prevented her from being intimate with her boyfriend. Now, she got engaged in 2016 and since then has been living happily with her fiance.
I have tried so hard so many times to not eat the way I eat.
Number 4. Amber's emotional breakdown at the grocery store. If you really want to understand Amber's condition and her bond with fast food, then you surely need to take a peek into her devastating past, especially when Amber was only 5 years old, and at the time she was weighing a massive 160 pounds. When she was 16, by the time at the doctor's office, she had to use a special scale designed for people in wheelchairs. I mean, isn't it too much? When she once realized that she weighed as much as one person plus the weight of heavy equipment,
I'm so afraid that I will get so big that Rowdy
then she was nothing but devastated and totally inconsolable. By the time she graduated her high school, she weighed over 400 pounds, and not only this, as throughout her college, she remained above that weight. By the way, on the show, Amber had never shared a single traumatic incident that may have caused her to spiral into obesity, but it seems that her lack of control over herself and constant need to suppress feelings of failure are the actual reasons behind her rapidly gaining weight over the years. The comfort food provided to her and her anxiety issues and depression were no match. Therefore, she binge eats as a coping method. She lives with her loving parents, brother, and a boyfriend, so we can say that she is surrounded by support and love. But sometimes, a dose of sugar can work as poison. Therefore, sadly, her family's love caused them to buy her unhealthy food that makes her crave more and more. Such gestures of her family keep her away from her goal of losing weight. She went with her boyfriend to grocery shopping as a trip, and while scouting out which snack is best and she wants to have, Amber breaks down in the frozen food aisle. By the way, Amber's boyfriend shared with the family of her at home that if they both both ever decide to get married, then he would like to need a life partner who can take care of herself and he can rely on totally. After that, the two lived together and her boyfriend started taking care of her all the time. Since then, Amber had no longer hidden the feelings of shame that aroused from being a burden on him. When Amber admitted in the middle of the grocery store that she knows she is slowly killing herself, her boyfriend hugged her lovingly. On my 600-Pound Life show, this level of self-awareness and support from her loved ones is incredibly matchless. Not just that, it literally makes us want to root for Amber more and more. For being such a young, strong woman she is, while tuning with her situation without deflecting it whatsoever. By the way, it still was quite tragic and sad to see her have an emotional breakdown in public.
I shouldn't eat all this.
But, I mean, what else?
Number 3. Amber's airport nightmare. When Amber finally decided to go to Houston so she could meet Dr. Now, that moment she referred to as blowing the top off her comfort zone, because she has never been able to leave her hometown in years. This before. To reach his office, she fought her own fears and nerves the whole way. She even admitted in the start of her journey that she doesn't know what to expect, but when she finally gets to the airport to leave for Houston, she is immediately confronted in front of cameras how devastated her situation is. On the way into the doctor's office, Amber's wheelchair broke. If you ask me,
That woman just snapped a picture of me and I'm not sure I like that.
then it would be a genuine sign from nature that she really needs to cut down all of her bad eating habits as early as possible. Amber's father knew that Amber could barely stand for a few minutes before collapsing on the floor, so he wheeled her over a luggage cart for her and used it to pedal her around the airport. But what made things hard for Amber? Strangers at the airport were blatantly taking pictures of her and stopping to stare at her. Not just that, being carted around the airport in a sort of a structure that is basically designed for massive luggage was also an addition to her embarrassment. To see such pathetic people around, Amber's father started yelling out at others to mind their own business, but the humiliation still continued for her. When she had to get onto the plane, she could barely fit in the 2 seats she had to buy because of her weight.
I had to buy 2 seats on the plane on top of everything.
I must say that the journey is better worth it for poor Amber after all this trouble to get to Houston.
Keep it to yourself.
Number 2. Dr. Now confronts Amber. Amber actually confessed to Dr. Now about every detail of her eating habits without pretending, in one of the craziest confrontations to him that we have ever seen yet. During all that time she was confronting, she didn't overreact and genuinely divulged to him that she felt that her family is enabling her in the name of love. Not just that, she also disclosed to him that through the entire day, she overindulges herself with ice cream and extra meals of the day. We have seen many patients on the show, even twice her age.
I have a hard time walking because I can't get my feet together. I have a really hard time just with the way my weight is stored.
Who do not have this level of bravery, self-awareness, confidence, honesty, and are crazy to think. After all the shame and embarrassment she felt,
I need you to lose 20 pounds over next month to show me that you can do this.
at the airport by being carted through the airport on a luggage cart, this young woman does confront all of this on the cameras is quite commendable and impressive. Despite being mortified just a day prior, Amber was still willing to be open and honest about her situation and habits. Still, Dr. Now assigned her to lose at least 20 pounds before she comes to her office again. So do you think she can do that? Well, our guess is the same, that yes, she can.
Starting to walk again has been difficult. It hurts and it's hard.
Number 1. Amber's stunning transformation. That's a major fact that everybody loves happy ending, and therefore,
Yeah, I'm a little scared of being cut open.
Yeah, it is scary.
we all should love Amber for giving us one. Just after nearly a year of recovery from her gastric bypass surgery, Amber has been working much harder, and now she feels great about her transformation. She shed at least a staggering 267 pounds, and it is the first time in years as she has been under 400 pounds. Because of her progress and hard work, Dr. Now is quite proud of her and even convinced her that he is happy that she is doing a fabulous job. Anyway, you do believe that when Dr. Now is proud of someone,
Or I know I'll want to run back to food, and I know that's not an option right now.
then you should know that it is seriously a big deal. Because we have seen patients who can't even lose the first few pounds so they could be approved for the surgery, and Amber was the one who shed the weight like a champion. After that, she moved out of her parents' house and regained her independence and confidence by going out on romantic dates with her boyfriend while enjoying all the world has to offer. In fact, to cope with her anxiety and fear, Amber is no longer using junk food. and it is totally beautiful to see her reap the rewards of her hard work. In short, Amber is a stunning picture of how determination and bravery can help you to reach your goals and handle their transformations. That's all guys for today with Amber's story and its crazy moments on My 600 Pound Life. Thanks for watching the video.